What's up, guys? Just got done recording a shorter form video of the whole stay back and rotate on your back leg kind of teaching that goes on today, and thought I'd do a video expanding on that a little bit and just ranting a little bit more, and also touch on some other things that have been on my mind or some things that people have requested. This is a video someone sent me of what they're doing to kind of work the lead arm. I'm kind of against any drills or exercises. This is more of an exercise where you're simulating a swing. I think that for some reason, and I get it, it can get kind of monotonous to just be hitting balls, but if you're going to do a swing motion, then just hit balls, take dry cuts, but swing a bat. I think really the best way to practice lead arm dominance is to just swing a bat hitting balls in some way with just your lead arm. Soft toss if you want, off a tee. I just think that we tend to want to, for some reason, get away from what baseball is. The more you can just simulate exactly what baseball is. Like, a lot of your hitting practice should just be hitting live pitching. That should be a huge percentage of your hitting practice. Obviously, I think you should have time where you're just working on your swing. And when you're doing that, just swinging with the lead arm would be great. That's a great way to do it. It's very simple. My ideas for how you should practice: hit live pitching, swing with just your lead arm. Work on the secondary cushion. Those three things. If you just focused on those three things, you're going to move way faster than most guys out there who think they're taking baseball seriously, but they're going to the conventional route or getting help from some hitting coach who's really just, I hate to say it, but just wasting their time and money. And just focus on those three things. You're gonna move way faster than everybody else. I also don't like the pounding. That's pretty hard on the joints. I know younger people don't care because they don't feel it, but you're gonna feel it at some point, and your joints are tallying up every single insult that they receive. Someone wanted Josh Hamilton's swing analyzed. This guy was a monster, huh? Let's see. God, he would have been a Hall of Famer had he just stayed in the league longer. He only played 8 years. Ended his career with a 290 average and 200 homers. OPS plus of 129. That's better than Don Mattingly. It's better than Darryl Strawberry. Won the MVP in 2010 with a 359 average and 32 homers and 40 doubles. Man, the MVP voting, they love high averages, don't they? If you're the league leader in batting average, you got a good shot as long as you have just a little bit of power. So let's take a look at his swing. He's got that bat tip as the back elbow goes up. I heard a guy today, talking about how a hitter should not lift that back elbow because then the barrel will drop as you start to rotate forward. Some people are just on a completely different page. I guess they're not interested in the video. Here you can see his barrel drops nicely. He's in a good lead arm dominant, lead side dominant position here where the rotation of the body is leading the bat. There you can see a decent position there at contact. And then a nice wide finish. No flip in that swing. There are some things that I'm not like, that would make me say it's not like the greatest swing of all time. But it's his way of doing lead side dominance. He's not overactive with that back arm. I mean, I would maybe like a little bit more front humerus compression if he can do it. But if not, I have no problem with that. Maybe a little bit more shifting weight to the front side, but he was a pretty heavy guy. I don't know where he is on the pound for pound list. Josh Hamilton is 498 on the pound for pound list. So, good lead side dominant action there. This is Sebastian Walcott. I don't know. I guess he's in the Rangers organization. Someone wanted me to check out his swing. Looks pretty typical of today's. That's a great position, that contact. As I see this so often in today's great players. They almost never have that front humerus compression going on. To me, what it is they probably had it and quite a bit, but then it gets coached out. I'm telling you, every coach out there is wanting guys to just keep the hands here and just kind of fire out. But they don't lose their good positioning at contact that they developed through years and years of lead side dominance. And so there you see a nice position there at contact and no flip through the swing. The only thing is, I mean, this goes for like basically every great player that's playing today. I think they're still underachieving with their swing mechanics because they're not getting that front humerus compression. They're not getting a lot of hand depth. I mean, that Hunter Pence action that we just saw, that's extremely rare from a guy playing these days. I mean, that's a Babe Ruth type position that he had.
I put
I wanted to. So let's go through what I talked about in the shorter video that I put out earlier. This is Edgar Martinez, and I want to talk about the whole idea of staying back versus shifting some weight. Today's conventional swing is very into staying back on the back leg. I'm against that. I'm only against that because we're overdoing the hanging back on the back leg, and when you overdo it that much, it starts to impinge on the ability to be lead side dominant. And that's where I have a problem with it. Otherwise, I don't really care. I mean, I don't talk too much about shifting weight. All I say is grab a smaller bat, hit balls with just your lead arm, and whatever way your weight wants to shift, that's the way you should hit. But today, I'm finding I have to talk about it because it's just there's such an extreme hanging back on the back leg, and it's not helpful. It really it hurts the swing in many different ways. In power, of course, because you're not able to shift the body weight into the hit, but also in terms of consistency. So let's hear Edgar talk.
Way in front, and I will swing, make contact, and stay true. The back.
So he's talking about how one of the drills he does is where he puts the ball way in front, and he works on getting off the backside. This is kind of like a drill that I like. I just don't think of the lower body so much. I always like to think of the positioning. If you're going to think positions that you're trying to get your hitter to get into, I always like to talk about it in terms of the upper body because we feel more with the upper body. The lower body will kind of follow. But he's thinking of it as he likes to get off the back foot as he goes through the hit. I like to do a drill like this where you set it up on a tee out in front like Edgar's talking, and you practice getting fooled on a pitch and moving your torso towards the ball. It's basically the same kind of thing that he's talking about. That's a great weapon that you have against the pitcher. If you're hanging back on the back leg, you don't have that. That's why you see so many guys waving at pitches when they're hanging back on the back leg.
I have to be released because if you stay back, roll over, pull the ball. But I have to come off the backside. land, hit, and come off the backside.
So that helped him. Really, that helps you be more lead side dominant, because it's all about when you're lead side dominant, your body is controlling the action. When you're back arm dominant, your back arm is extending, and you're basically taking away the influence of your body. It's like really one or the other, you know? And the whole idea of hanging back on the back leg, that just promotes more back arm exertion. It's really a negative all the way around. You see guys literally are getting away with it because they're just huge guys. But still, they would do better if they shifted some weight, if they had more of a lead side dominant action. Here's McGuire. This is just McGuire was a pound for pound great, so nothing against him really, but he did kind of hang back on the back leg a lot. And, that's a beautiful position right there. See the lead arm nice and compressed, the barrel's dropping flat. Beautiful positioning there. But I think he hung back a little bit too much, and it made him susceptible to waving at the pitch. Look at how he waves at the pitch and how much he flips and rolls over through contact. Conversely, look at Willie Mays, pound for pound number 1. Look at where his head is in comparison to the background and how much it moves forward. Right? Probably moved a foot and a half. And then he's able to kind of move another couple inches his torso into the hit. Again, it's something that is coached out of hitters, unfortunately, today. If we compare the two here, you can see McGuire. Look at his head. This stay back, actually, I should say, this stay back idea also aligns with this faulty teaching that you should keep your head still. That's just there's no reason for doing that. I think that makes hitters very defensive and kind of contact centered when they try to keep the head back. It's like, be totally still, and if you have any movement, then your eyes are going to move, and then you're not going to be able to see the ball. That's bad teaching. That's making hitters way too mental. Look at how much Willie Mays moved his head, for crying out loud. And look at McGuire. His head hardly moved at all. And Willie Mays is able to go get it. And had Willie Mays not moved a lot, he'd probably be waving at the pitch just like McGuire. But instead he hits a home run. Here's Judge. You see him all the time because he doesn't shift his weight very much at all because he is doing, obviously, the rotating on the back leg thing. And he often waves at pitches like that. Here's Mel Ott. Again, going out to get it. Look how his torso goes into the hit. One of the pound for pound greats. Pound for pound number 3, Mel Ott is. Here's pound for pound number 4, Hank Aaron. Look at him go into that hit. Go out and get it. He goes and gets it with his torso. This just helps with consistency and power. It's really, I'm telling you, once our hitters today start understanding that they're actually underachieving with regards to swing mechanics. Sure, they're big, huge, strong guys, but they're underachieving with regards to swing mechanics. And once we actually start to take all these things that the older guys did so well and incorporate it into today's game, you're going to see numbers that are just unbelievable. I mean, again, I always say, imagine if Aaron Judge had Ken Griffey Jr.'s swing, right? Or even Hank Aaron's swing, or Willie Mays's, or Darryl Strawberry. This is Darryl Strawberry, weighed 190, hit a home run something like every 16 at-bats. Now, this is a home run that went like 430, 440 feet to center field. And Tim McCarver was just astonished at how far it went. And because he was kind of thrown off on the pitch. It's an off-speed pitch, but watch how he goes and moves his torso in. Look at that. By the way, look at that positioning right there. The lead arm compressed and the barrel drops, right? The torso is leading the way, guys. See how it all kind of goes together? Lead arm dominance makes you get your torso involved in the swing. The torso is now in control of the swing. And instead of just hanging back, he goes and gets it. Look how he moves into this hit. This is considered bad. Like if you talk to a regular hitting coach out there right now, and there was video of one of his players doing this and missing the ball, he would say, "This is why you're missing the ball. Look at how you're lunging. Your back foot is off the ground. You need to stay back. You need to rotate on the back leg." No, this is great. He moves all his body into the hit. Look at that. Beautiful action there. That ball went real far. Look at this. Center field. Boom. So, there you have it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This Friday, we're going to do another live. Get your swings ready. I'm going to take swings from the members of my channel first, and I don't know how many of the members will have their swings. If nobody, if I can get through the memberships swings, or if they don't bring any swings, then I'll move right to just whoever's on at that point, and you can send me your swing. We'll try to work it out. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll do the best we can. So I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you this Friday when we have a live YouTube and Instagram session. Take care, guys.